सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। अखण्डं सच्चिदानन्दम् अवाङ्मनसगोचरम् आत्मानमखिलाधारम् आश्रयेऽभीष्टसिद्धये अर्थतोऽप्यद्वयानन्दान् अतीतद्वैतभानतः गुरूणाराध्य वेदान्त सारं वक्ष्ये यथामति। So we are seeing the Adhyaropa Apavada Prakriya. Here one point to be noted in this topic of Adhyaropa Apavada Prakriya given in Vedanta Sara. Generally we present Adhyaropa Apavada Prakriya in a particular way. What we say that in Adhyaropa Prakriya, Jagat is accepted to be existing and Brahman is accepted, provisionally accepted to be Karanam. Even though Jagat does not have real existence, Brahman does not have real causality, still we provisionally accept. And we talk about Karya Karana Prakriya. We say that Jagat is Karyam, Brahman is Karanam. And by that, what do we achieve? That this Jagat is non-separate from this Karana Brahma. And then we further analyze the nature of Jagat, and we find that Jagat being Karyam, it does not have existence of its own. It is Vacharambanam Vikaro Namadheyam. It is just Nama Matram. It has nominal existence. It does not have substantial existence. It does not have independent existence. Therefore, this Jagat is Mithya, means that which is really non-existent, really not there. Paramarthika Drishtya, it is not there. And since Jagat is Mithya, and therefore Mithya Jagat Karanatvam also will be what? Mithya. Therefore Brahmanaha Karanatvam api Mithya eva. Aropita eva. Brahman is free from cause-effect relationship. It is the adhishthanam of the aropa of Jagat. It has not undergone any change to become the world. By itself, it is Sat Chit Ananda. And that Sat Chit Ananda, I am. This is what we arrive at by Adhyaropa Apavada Prakriya, which we generally talk about. Here what is done? Adhyaropa is already there. So Vedanta Sarakara is presenting Adhyaropa is already there. Adhyaropa of what? Agnanadi Jada Padarthasya. Agnanadi Jada Padartha, Drishya Padartha is already superimposed upon Brahman. And that Agnanadi is described. And then it will be said Apavada means understanding that what really is Sad Brahma only. The Prapancha really does not have existence of its own. This Prapancha is nothing but Brahman. Brahman alone is, Prapancha does not exist. That will be called Apavada. So here in Vedanta Sara, Adhyaropa is presented as something already happened. It is not that we have to deliberately superimpose. This Adhyaropa, superimposition of Ajnanadi already happened. Is already there. We have to understand it as Adhyaropa. So teaching is that to understand that Ajnanadi is Adhyaropa. And Adhyaropa does not have existence of its own. So what all has been understood as Adhyaropa really not there. What is there? Is Sad Brahma alone. So this Apavada Prakriya will come and he will give the definition of Apavada in this. Apavado nama Ajnanadehe prapanchasya vastu matratvam. Ajnanadi prapanch is nothing but the only reality Brahman. Ajnanadi prapancha is nothing but only reality which is called Brahma. So understanding Ajnanadi as Brahman alone, they are not there as independent entity. They are nothing but Brahma. This is called Apavada. And that Brahma I am. This is how here it is presented. Basic idea is the same. Basic outcome also is the same. Basic outcome is what? Brahma Satya Jagan Mithya Jivo Brahmaiva Naparaha. Especially Brahma Satya Jagan Mithya will be highlighted. So final outcome is the same. Only the way of arriving at is slightly different. Alright. Now in this Adhyaropa, now we are in Adhyaropa stage. In that Avastu Ajnanadi is being explained. In that Ajnanadi, Ajnanam is explained and this Sukshma Sharira is explained. Sukshma Prapancha, Vyashti and Samashti Sthula Sharira, or Vyashti Sukshma Sharira and Samashti Sukshma Prapancha. Either way we call it. That also explained. Now from the Sukshma Mahabhutas, these Sukshma Sthula Mahabhutas are born. From Sthula Mahabhutas, these Sthula Lokas and Sthula Shariras are born. That topic we saw. And in that context it was said, from the Sthula Mahabhutas, four types of Sthula Shariras are born. So what are those four types of Sthula Sharira? That is being described. Chaturvida Sharirani tu Jara Yujandaja Svedajodbhijjakhyani Jara Yujandaja Svedajodbhijjakhyani I should have read like this. Jarayuja, Andaja, Svedaja, Udbijjakhyani. We are used to that. So sometimes we have to read the original way. Okay. Two can be taken as and the four types of body. Chaturvida Sharirani. The four types of bodies are those which are Akhyani, called Jarayuja. It is called, in English there is a word Viviparous. Have you heard this word? Viviparous. And other is Andaja. What is called? Oviparous. Oviparous. Then Svedaja also you have to tell. I don't think there is a word for that because there is no concept in science. Okay. So
that is also oviparous.
Is it?
The Shveda, in the Shveda, the unders are put, means in the humidity. So they are also oviparous as per science.
Okay, then Udbija will be what? Plants. Some paras it should be known.
I'm not remembering.
Ground paras, I think. Okay, alright. So, Jarayuja, Viviparous, Andaja. it will be explained. So now I am using this word. Andaja, oviparous, Svedaja, sweat born, and Udbija, ground born. Okay, they are called Chaturveda Sharirani. So 4 types of bodies are Jarayuja, Andaja, Svedaja and Udbija-khyani, having these names. Now each one of them is explained. Jarayujani, Jarayubhyah Jatani, Manushya Pashwadini, Andajani, Andebhyah Jatani, Pakshipannagadini, Svedajani, Svedebhyah Jatani, Yukamashakadini, Yukamashakadini, Udbijjani, Bhumim Udbidya Jatani, Lata Vrikshadini, Jarayujani, viviparous, are what? Jarayubhyah Jatani, born of Jarayu. Jarayu means womb. Born of womb are called Jarayuja. What are the example? Manushya Pashwadini. Human beings, some animals like goat, etc. They are goat, cows, elephant, horse, Pashwadini. All of them are what? Jarayujani. So they are born they are there in the womb. They are remain in the womb for some time, and there they are born. Ready-made, they come out. Whereas the next one is Andajani. Andebhyah Jatani. They are born of eggs. Oviparous. So first they are there in the egg. They are outside, and then they are hatched, and then they come out. So they are cooked in the egg. Whereas this Jarayuja, they are cooked in the mother's womb only. So Andajani, Andebhyah Jatani. Who are they? Pakshi Pannagadini, bird, and Pannaga means snake, etc. Reptiles. Turtles. Turtles are also born of egg. Frogs, yeah. Okay. So turtles also, it looks like animal, but it's born of eggs. Okay. So reptiles, they are Andajani. Svedajani, Svedebhyah Jatani, born of sweat. Really speaking, is not born of sweat. As he said, in the sweat these eggs will be put. But experientially speaking, they are born of sweat. In fact, a person, when he has not taken bath, why he is smelling? Because of bacteria. So bacteria which is there, that they are there in that sweat, and therefore smell is there. Anyway, so Svedajani means Svedebhyah Jatani. Experientially speaking, observation wise speaking, born of Sveda, sweats. And what are they? Yuka Mashakadini. Yuka means lice. You know what is lice? Lice. Lice in the hair, no? Some people have. Is there in Brazil? People have, no? No, I thought in India only people have. There, no? You want a problem. Lice problem is not there. Hair, more problem. Ladies have more lice. And we have to say very carefully. Lice means that lice. Otherwise, if ladies have more lice, then we will be trouble. Okay. So, Jatani. It is recording also is there, no? We will be caught. Anyway, so Yuka, lice. I don't know if it's pronounced in the same, no? Lice only. And Mashaka means mosquito. So I don't know how mosquitoes are born of sweat. It is a little bit. It means water. What it means? Moisture. So here Sveda stands for moisture. So generally when water body is there, the mosquitoes are said to be born. Therefore people say, if you want to avoid mosquito related problems, don't allow any stagnated water. So experientially speaking, these mosquitoes are born of this water, sweat, moisture. Mashakadini. Alright. Then Adipadena, some bacteria we can say. Yeah. Then Udbijjani. Udbijjani means Udbhidya Jatani. So he explains what is Udbijjani? Udbhidya Jatani. Udbid and Ja. So Udbid Ja. Bid Dhatu and Ja Dhatu. Udbidya Jatani. Udbidya Jayate iti Udbidya Ja. Udbidja. Bhumim Udbidya. Having broke open. Udbidya means having broken open. Bhuming, ground. Jatani, they are born. What are they? Lata Vrukshadini. The creeper, trees, etc. And some plants, small plants also can be taken. So Udbijjani. These are the 4 types of bodies. So this, our Vedanta was very clear that even plants have got life. Therefore we have included in them, in that Udbijja also included in the living beings, live bodies. Okay, so these are the 4 types of the Sthula Shariras. Then Atrapi Chaturvida Sakala Sthula Shariram Ekaneka Buddhi Vishayataya Vanavad Jalashaya Vadva Samashtihi Vrukshavad Jalavadva Vyashtihi Api Bhavati. Atrapi. Even with regard to this means gross creation, Chaturvida Sakala Sthula Shariram. Sakala means all, Sthula Shariram, gross bodies, Chaturvida means of 4 types. So all 4 types of gross bodies, Aneka Buddhi Vishayataya, as an object of, Eka Aneka Buddhi Vishayataya. Eka Aneka means Eka Buddhi Vishayataya, Samashtihi, Aneka Buddhi Vishayataya, Vyashtihi. In that manner we have to understand. So Eka Aneka Buddhi Vishayataya. I think we read Aneka only, no? Huh? It's not Eka Aneka. Okay. So it looks like Sharirama Eka Aneka. So Eka Buddhi Vishayataya Samashtihi, Aneka Buddhi Vishayataya Vyashtihi. Means what? If you are looking upon all the bodies as just Shariram, Shariram iti Eka Buddhi Vishayataya, just body, then whatever is body will be covered. When you are talking that body is made of Annam, when you say which body you are talking, not particular body. So when you are using a term in a generic sense, so Eka Buddhi Vishaya, then Samashtihi Bhavati. Then that will be called Samashti, aggregate. So when you are looking upon all the bodies from the angle of one idea, one cognition, then what is covered is Samashtihi, totality. So when the bodies are looked upon as an object of one idea, one cognition, one sweep of attention, then it is Samashtihi, then it is totality. And for that example is what? Vanavad Jalashaya Vadva. So when so many trees are there, but from above, in the aeroplane when you are seeing, all of them will look together as one forest. So eka buddhi vishayataya vrikshaha vanam. All the trees, when seen together, it will be taken as one forest. Or other example is, all the waters, this top water, medium water, bottom water, wave water, whirlpool water, all of them are seen differently. All the waters are seen from the standpoint of one idea, then Jalashayavad. All waters seen as the object of one cognition, then it will be taken as one water body. And that water body is what? Samashti of water. So when all water seen as an object of one idea, then what is grasped is samashti, the totality. Aneka buddhi vishayataya, when it is grasped as the object of many cognitions, then vyashtihi api bhavati. It becomes individual also. Like what? Vrikshavat jalavadva. When from aeroplane you come down to the ground and you go near the tree, oh, this is a mango tree, this is neem tree, this is a sapota tree. And therefore you will have this aneka buddhi. You will have many cognitions. And the objects of many cognitions are many, which are individual tree. Therefore, vyashtihi api bhavati. So this is an interesting thing which Acharya has been telling. It is not first time he is telling. With reference to Agdanam he had told, with reference to Sukshma Sharira he had told, and now with reference to Sthula Sharira also he is telling. That individual's perception of the world depends upon how he is looking at the world. And how he or she will look at the world is decided by how he looks upon himself. When I look upon myself in a more fundamental way, I am just a human being. I am just a human being. Without bringing all titles. I belong to this class, I belong to this ashrama, means Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha. I don't bring all those titles. Then my way of looking at this world will be more extensive. Oh, I am a human being. This person is what? Human being. This person is human being. So you will be look upon all the human beings as one when you are looking upon yourself as just a human being. I am a human being, he is a human being. All of us are one. So this sense of oneness will come when you are seeing yourself in a fundamental way. And as you go more and more fundamental, now I am saying I am a human being, so I will be covering all human beings, seeing them as one. But if I say I am a living being, then my vision will be extended. I will be covering animals also. We are living beings. And therefore, as I have right to live, all living beings have got right to live. And then in some religion they say all animals are created by God for the consumption of human beings. That is how they look upon them. So means we human beings are very special and other living beings are just for our consumption. Instead of that, I am a living being and animal also is a living being. And therefore, my way of looking at the world will be wider, more extensive. And if I look upon myself just as being, then everything will be covered. Living beings will be covered, non-living beings also will be covered. So as I go more and more fundamental in looking upon myself, my vision will become more and more extensive. So how I look upon the world is decided by how I look upon myself. This is one of the important principles in Vedanta. That my vision changes about myself, my vision about the world will change. Even in a more what is called worldly sense, if we say, if I look upon myself to be blessed and have been benefited by so many people in the world, my way of looking at the world is different. And if I look upon myself as someone who is victimized, my way of looking at the world is what? Angry look I will give. And when I see myself to be blessed, helped by so many people, my way of looking at the world is gratitude, the look of gratitude. So how important it is to correct one vision about oneself, even at this Vyavaharika level. And its culmination is in seeing oneself in the most fundamental manner, that is, I am existence. And I existence alone am there in the form of all living beings, non-living beings. The most fundamental way. That's by the way. But here what is said, that Samashti and Vyashti, these are only based on how you are looking upon the world. Eka buddhi, buddhya, ya va aneka buddhya va. So eka buddhya, then this all the gross bodies will be seen as Samashti. If aneka buddhis are there, then Vyashti. Alright, Vyashti api bhavati. Then next one. Now, based on the Vyashti and Samashti Upadhi, how different titles are attributed to the consciousness, that is said in the next paragraph. एतत् समष्ट्युपहितं चैतन्यम् वैश्वानरः विराट् इति उच्यते सर्वनराभिमानित्वात् विविधं राजमानत्वाच्च एतत् समष्टि. Etat refers to Sthula Sharira. Sthula Sharira Samashti Upahitam Chaitanyam. Consciousness conditioned by the Upadhi of the total gross body, Uchyate, is called Vaishwanaraha. He gets the title Vaishwanaraha. Consciousness with the Samashti Sthula Sharira Upadhi is called Vaishwanaraha. Here we need to just note one thing, that Vedanta Sara Acharya, Vedanta Sarakara, is considering only the body part. So when he is talking about Vyashti and Samashti, he is talking about only the body part. But for our note, for understanding, even these non-living beings are included in the Upadhi of Virat. So Vaishwanara, even though we generally talk about in the context of the bodies, so in fact if you see, Etat refers to Samashti Sthula Sharira. But when we understand Virat in a wider sense, even these non-living beings but gross elementals are included, like building, river, mountains, they are also included. But here we are focusing on only gross body. So Etas Samashti means Sthula Sharira Samashti Upaitam Chaitanyam Vaishwanaraha iti Uchyate. And also what? Virat iti cha Uchyate. It is called Virat also. And what is the meaning of Vaishwanara? Vishvascha asau naraha cha Vishwanaraha. Sangnayam dirgha. So dirgha will happen. Vishwa means all. Nara refers to these bodies. All bodies. So Vishwascha Asau Naraha cha. Vishwanaraha. And so Vishwa means all bodies. One who is in the form of all bodies means one who is having the tadatmya with all bodies. All Nara can be taken as the living being which will include consciousness. So Vishwascha Asau Naraha cha means all individual jiva with gross upadhi. They are called Naraha. Vishwascha Asau Naraha cha Vishwanaraha. And Vishwanaraha eva Vaishwanaraha. Swarte an. Therefore Vaishwanaraha it becomes. So Vaishwanaraha in English we give the translation what? Cosmic being. Nice translation is that. Cosmic being. And Virat means what? One who is shining, appearing in many ways. That is called Virat. Vividam Rajate iti Virat. And this idea is explained by the Tikakara, by the Granthakara, that Samashti Upaitam Chaitanyam is called Vaishwanara. Why? Sarva Narabhimanitvat. Because of being identified with all Nara, all beings, all living beings. Here Nara has got the meaning living beings. So this Chaitanyam with Samashti Sthula Sharira Upadhi is called Vaishwanara because it is identified with all living beings. And why it is called Virat? Vividam Rajamanatvacha. Since it is Rajamana means shining, Prakashamanatvat. Since it is shining, appearing, Vividam means Nana Karena, in many ways. Means Samashti Upahitam Chaitanyam is appearing as human beings, and human beings also so many varieties. My God, see Bhagavan seems to, doesn't like monotony. Always variety. So millions and millions of people have gone and are going to come, but still this fingerprint etc. don't match. Something will be different. Some variation Bhagavan will make. He doesn't like to copy. And so Vividam we can see even with reference to human beings. Then what to talk about? So many varieties of living beings. If you go to this what is called sea life, this aquatic animals, oh my God, so many varieties. We can't even remember the names, that many varieties. Insects, oh my God, so many varieties. Even in our ashram, how many types of insects is a big 1 year project it will be. Really, to find out, isn't it? Very difficult. How many types of insects are there? Even ant also, there were red ant also there, and some dark black ants also. Black one, whichever. Some red ants are very dangerous, they say. So my God, Vividam is really, Vividam Rajate, Rajamanatvat Virat. Alright. So in this paragraph, consciousness with Samashti Sthula Sharira Upadhi is given the two titles Vaishwanara and Virat. Okay. Means cosmic being is only one. Consciousness with Samashti Sthula Sharira is only one. Okay. Now, for this Samashti Sthula Sharira Upadhi, different titles are given in the next paragraph. Asya esha samashtihi sthula shariram anna vikaratvat annamaya koshaha sthula bhogayatanatvat cha sthula shariram Jagrat iti cha vyapadishyate. Asya means Vaishwanarasya Virajaha. Of this Virat or this Vaishwanara, Esha Samashtihi Sthula Shariram. This totality, total, Samashti means total, aggregate, gross body is Annamaya Koshaha. Is called Annamaya Kosha. So here, Uddeshya is Esha Samashti Sthula Shariram. This total gross body is called Annamaya Koshaha. Why? Anna Vikaratvad. We are talking about the Upadhi now. So this Samashti Sthula Sharira means all the gross bodies are called Annamaya Kosha because Anna Vikaratvad, because of being the modification of Anna, food. Of course, water is also there. So, Anna Vikara Bahulyat. So, Svedaja moisture also is there, but some food will be there. And therefore, Anna Vikaratvat, Annamaya Koshaha. Annamaya means the product of food. Koshaha means a sheath, because this is Achadaka. It is covering this Atma, as it were. Individual koshas covering, all put together also considered covering. And also we can see that because of the Samashti Sthula Sharira, we are not able to appreciate consciousness as it is, Paramatma as it is. That way also it becomes kosha. And Sthula Bhogayatanatvacha Sthula Shariram. This body, this Samashti is called Sthula Shariram. Why? Sthula Bhogayatanatvat. Ayatana means abode. Being the abode of Sthula Bhoga, gross enjoyment. And then here Sthula Bhoga Tikakara says Atishpashta Bhogaha. So all experiences of the objects can happen only when Sthula Sharira is there. Experiences of gross objects can happen only when Sthula Sharira is there. Sukshma Bhoga happens in dream. Their body is not required. But for Sthula Bhoga means what? The Bhoga of the gross objects which are perceived by these Indriyas, which are blessed by the Devatas, and Indriyas which are obtaining, identified with the gross body. Then only Sthula Bhoga can happen. And since this body is the Ayatanam, abode for Sthula Bhoga, therefore this body is called Sthula Sharira. And Sthula Bhoga, as I said, the experience of the objects by the organs which are blessed by the Devatas and obtaining in the body. That is called Sthula Bhoga. And since this body is Ayatana, abode of Sthula Bhoga, it is called Sthula Sharira. Alright. And Jagrat iticha vyapadishyate. So, Sthula Sharira is also called Jagrat, waking state. What is the definition of waking state? Indriyehi arthopalabdhihi jagrat or jagaritam. We can make it a little broader. The state in which there is experience of the objects by the sense organs. Indriyehi arthopalabdhihi jagaritam. So Jagrat is really referring to avastha. It is that avastha, that state, where there is upalabdhi, experience of artha, shabda sparsha rupa rasa gandha. By what? Indriyehi, by the organs. That is called Jagrat avastha. Then somebody may say, Swamiji, in dream also we have got this experience of the objects through sense organs. So Ati Vyapti will happen. No, Lakshana will go to dream also. Then our clarification is, when we say Indriyehi, we mean the Indriyas which are blessed by the Devatas. Obtaining Indriyas which are obtaining in the gross body. having the Golaka in the gross body and blessed by the Devatas. By these Indriyas, when the objects are experienced, then that state of experience will be called Jagrad Avastha. In Swapna Avastha, what happens? These Indriyas are not experiencing. Devanugrihitaihi indriyehi arthaha na upalabhyante swapne. And therefore, indriyehi we mean devanugrihitaihi indriyehi. And the indriyas which are obtaining in this body. Sharirasthani indriyani. By that, Swapnavastha is not there. In Swapnavastha, indriyas themselves are created by this Jagrad Vasana, from Jagrad Vasana. So our objects are also Vasanamaya and the organs are also Vasanamaya, product of Vasana only. So the waker projects his dream world, and in the dream world, these objects will be there, organs also there. Like in movie, this actor will be seeing the other person. With which eyes? With the eyes of the movie. He is not using our light here outside, or he is not using the eyes of anybody else. It's a movie eyes. So movie eyes, he will be seeing the movie actor, other movie actor. So everything is in movie only. And light also he is using. Which light he is using? Movie light. Inside that movie, whatever light is, that only he is using. Thus, in dream state, organs are also projected of samskaras. They are vasanamaya indriyani. Natu sthula sharirasthani indriyani. Therefore, indriyehi arthopalabdhihi jagritam means devatanugrihitai indriyehi arthopalabdhihi jagritam. That is to be understood. And this idea he will make it clear when he talks about bhogas. Okay. So, jagrad iti cha vyapadishyate. Now, here, Sharira is called Jagrad. Why? Because Jagrad Avastha is characterized by the presence of Sthula Sharira. Sthula Sharira is a special body which is available in Jagrad Avastha only. In terms of identification, Sthula Sharira is available only in Jagrad Avastha. And therefore, Sthula Sharira also can be called Jagrad. Why? Because Jagrad is a avastha. And what type of avastha? Yatra indriyehi arthopalabdhihi bhavati sa Jagrad avastha. And yatra can go with the gross body also. Because in the gross body alone, when the sense organs are available, then there is experience of the objects. And therefore, Sthula Sharira, being these specific lakshana, characteristics of the Jagrad Avastha, Sthula Sharira is also called Jagrad Avastha. So, Sthula Sharira being characterized by Jagrad Avastha, or Jagrad Avastha is characterized by the Sthula Sharira, therefore Sthula Sharira is called Jagrad. Okay. Iti cha vyapadishyate. Vyapadishyate means it is mentioned, designated. So, Samashti Sthula Sharira is designated as a Jagrat. Alright. Or the Samashti Sthula Sharira is the waking state of the cosmic person. Means Samashti Sthula Sharira is characterized by the waking state of a cosmic person, Virat. Therefore it is called Jagrat. Okay. Generally this word Jagrat is not used for Sthula Sharira, but it can be said to be so. Okay. Now, having talked about Samashti, now he comes to the Vyashti. Etad vyashtupahitam chaitanyam Vishvaha iti uchyate Sukshma sharirabhimanam aparityajya Sthula shariradi pravishtatvat Etat refers to Sthula. Sthula Sharira. Sthula Sharira Vyashti. Individual gross body. Upahitam Chaitanyam. Consciousness conditioned by the upadhi of individual gross body. Uchyate is called Vishva iti as Vishva. Vishva means all, the whole. So, consciousness identified with the individual gross body is called Vishva. Why is it so? Sukshma Sharira Bimanam Aparityajya. Having not given up the identification with the subtle body, Sthula Shariradi Pravishtatvat, because of being entered. Pravishtatvat means because of being entered into what? Gross body, etc. Into the gross body, etc. So this consciousness has not given up the identification with Sukshma Sharira and assumed the identification with Sthula Sharira. It is something like a person who was wearing a shirt, without giving up shirt, he wears one more coat. He becomes a complete man. If there was one particular textile company, they used to give the advertisement. A complete man, raiment suiting, complete man. So, Jiva is a complete man when it identifies with the Sthula Sharira. Why? Because when he identifies with the Sthula Sharira, he does not give up identification with Sukshma Sharira, he does not give up identification with Karana Sharira. In the background they are there. Therefore, in Jagrata Avastha, when we have Sthula Sharira Abhimana, we say that I am fat, I am lean, and also I am say I am very emotional. I am fat, and therefore I feel very disturbed when people make comment. So I am identifying with Sukshma Sharira. But what to do? I am an ignorant person. So he is identifying with Karana Sharira also. All three. So he is wearing t-shirt, banyan is wearing, shirt is wearing, coat also is wearing. So he is the whole. Therefore he is called Vishwaha. Vishwa Sharira Vartitvat Vishwaha. Vishwa means all. Being present, being identified with the all bodies, therefore is called Vishwaha. Vishwa means all. So being identified with all the three bodies is called Vishwaha. So Sukshma Sharira Abhimanam Aparityajya, without giving up Sukshma Sharira, he has entered into Sthula Sharira, etc. Therefore is called Vishwaha. Here little bit technical problem is there. Sukshma Sharira Abhimanam Aparityajya Sthula Sharira Pravishtatvat would have been okay. He is Adi. And generally we don't talk about Adi, so we can go ahead. But Adi means what will we take? Karana Sharira we have to take, because only three bodies are there. Sukshma is covered, Sthula is covered, so only Adi. And Karana Sharira if we take, then we have a problem, because first Karana Sharira Abhimani is already there. Then Sukshma Sharira Abhimani, then Sthula Sharira. Therefore, these Tikakara, they do some juggling. Somehow they have to manage. Therefore, okay, first I hope that original meaning is clear. Without giving up this identification with subtle body, this Chaitanyam is entering, means identified with the Sthula Sharira, etc. Therefore is called Vishwa. That is original interpretation. That is to be set in our mind. Okay? And now, incidentally, I am giving last time. Our glucose level is down, that time it should be told. And that is, he says, Sukshma Sharira should be understood as Karana Sharira. Because Karana Sharira is the most subtle. So, Sukshma Sharira means Karana Sharira Abhimanam Aparityajya Sthula Shariradi. Sthula Shariradi means Sthula Sharira refers to the Sukshma Sharira. Why? Because compared to Karana Sharira, Sukshma Sharira is what? Sthula only. Is it clear? So Sthula Sharira. Sukshma Sharira. The Sthula Sharira means Sukshma Sharira. And the Sukshma Sharira is Adi. For what? Sthula Sharira. Now you understood that. That's why he said Tadguna Samvignana Grahya. So now what? Sukshma Sharira Abhimanam Aparityajya means Karana Sharira Abhimanam Aparityajya. Sthula Sharira Adi means the Sthula Sharira which is having the Sukshma Sharira in the beginning, preceding to it, in that Parivishtatvat. Is it clear? Okay. Anyway, let me tell you the original one, that without giving up the identification with the subtle body, the Jiva enters into the gross body, therefore is called Vishwaha. And of course, Karana Sharira Abhimana was there. Sukshma Sharira Abhimana, when it is retained, Karana Sharira Abhimana was very much there. Then next one. And then Adipada in our first interpretation, we have to take that Putradi Abhimana. So he enters into the Putradi Abhimana. That we have to take, somehow we have to manage Adi. Best will be without Adi, Sthula Sharira Pravishtatvat. Okay. But you can imagine that how much he tried, to justify all so that it happens. That is the greatness of these Acharyas. Asya api esha vyashtihi Sthula Shariram Anna Vikaratvad Eva Hetoho Annamaya Koshaha Jagrat iti cha uchyate. Asya means Vishwasya. Of this Vishwa, even of this Vishwa, Vyashti Upadhi, individual Upadhi, is called Sthula Shariram. Here Sthula Shariram will make it as a predicate. Asya api esha Vyashtihi Sthula Shariram iti uchyate. Why? Sthula Bhogayatanatvat, we have to bring in that hetu. Anna Vikaratvad hetoho Annamaya Koshaha. The Sthula Sharira, Vyashti Upadhi, is called Annamaya Kosha. Why? Anna Vikaratvad hetoho. Because of the reason of being the product of food alone. So only because of the reason of being the product of food. So since it is the product of food, it is called Annamaya, and Koshavad Achadaka, therefore Koshaha, therefore Annamaya Koshaha. So individual Upadhi of Vishwa is called Sthula Sharira and also called Annamaya Koshaha. And Jagraditi cha Uchyate, because of the same reason. Since Sthula Sharira is characterized by the Jagrad Avastha, therefore Sthula Sharira is called Jagrat. Iti cha Uchyate. Waking is called waking. Alright. So these are the titles given. Now a long paragraph is there where Vishwa and Vaishwanara will be enjoying so many things. And such a long paragraph. And the Granthakara wants to cover, the Karmendriya, Vishaya, Gnanendriya, Vishaya, Devatas and everything he wants to cover. Therefore is long paragraph which we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.